Hello, my name is Riverspring, and I'm going to help you set up a Minecraft server. And even a budget-friendly Minecraft server that is fun for kids and for yourself. So, let's jump right in. Woohoo! Ooh, that maybe wasn't the smartest thing to do. Let's get on with it. I think I left my book of instructions in that little house there. Just let me go get it. Right, because we don't have a massive spare supercomputer at our house, we're gonna need a host for our server. I use PebbleHost. They have a good help desk, a lot of options, and they're reasonably priced. So go to Minecraft hosting, scroll down a bit, we're in budget. I usually check 5 gigabytes, which is enough for about 8 players. If you're only 2 players, you can choose 3, but 5 for $5 a month is fine. Version 1.18 is what we currently run, and you want to select paper, add to cart. Right, and here's the fine print. I use every 3 months. I just prefer paying that way. Location, you take the one with the lowest ping, which for me is Europe. Select paper. Don't need to mess with this or that. Server name you can always add later, but it can stay Minecraft server, that's fine. Advanced options. Protected, server protection. Well, we're on a budget, so we don't need it. And all the rest is off as well. Click Next. Then there's the extras. Din map is really cool. It's like a big map that expands as soon as you've gone to a new area of the world. It shows up on the map, and almost like a Harry Potter map, you can see people moving. Everything that you built on there will show up as 3D buildings. It's pretty cool, but you can set it up later yourself. The one thing that we're going to set up later is this simple voice chat. You can have it done for $5. It's a great price, but we were going to do it the budget way, so we'll do that ourselves. Click checkout and go through the process. So now that you have your streaming service, you can log into the panel. As you can see, I already have 2 other servers, but this one, a Minecraft server, is the one we just purchased. Here's where we can change the server name. Let's call it Minecraft World, something like that, doesn't really matter. Player slots. I'm never going to use more than 8 players, so that'll be fine. This one is important. I choose paper. By default it's on latest, I already logged in before. Choose the most current one rather than latest, because latest will auto-update your server and that might break a plugin. So that's why I choose paper 1.18.1. Go down and click save. And that's it. You're ready to play on your Minecraft world. What you need to log in is where it says IP here. Behind this little grey box, there's an IP address, but you can click copy IP and use that to log into Minecraft for the first time. All that's left now is click restart to restart the server. If you haven't played Minecraft yourself yet and you're setting this up for your kids, I would recommend that you get your own Minecraft account as well. This way you can enjoy the game, see what they're doing, and go into their server if something is messed up and try and fix it. It will also really help with setting up one of the fun parts in the next part. Okay, so let's open up Minecraft and see what kind of world we want to play in. Make sure you're logged into your account, that you're playing on 1.18.1 and hit play. Click single player, create new world, game mode, switch to creative, where it allow cheats on, and leave it on new world. Okay, we're flying. Ooh, this is quite an ocean. Ooh, and some jungle trees. A ruined portal. All this close to spawn. This is pretty cool. Okay, so let's suppose that this is the world that we want to play in. What we do is hit T for talk, then /seed. And then we get a long number, which we can click to copy, and which we will need in one of the next steps. So keep it somewhere safe. Okay, here we are in chunk base. And we can enter the seed that we just found and click enter. So this is the world that we were just in. That's the ruined portal that we just saw, and we can disable a whole bunch of these things. Hang on. Oh, the pink bits are mushroom islands, a couple of villages, mesa down there. This looks pretty promising. But let me get back to the game and show you a world that I found earlier. And I chose it for a couple of reasons, and you'll see why. First up, there's an ocean, which I already said I liked. Then here you can see this is a jungle edge, which is cool. There's some sheep in the pen from when I visited earlier. But if we follow the coastline a little bit, you'll see an azalea tree, and which means that underneath here must be a lush cave. Whoa, okay, here we are. Look at this. This is 1.18 all around. It's beautiful, it's lush, it's dark and dangerous. Okay, this is quite a good seed, but this is not the best part of the seed yet. So let me go back up the surface. How did I get down here? Okay, let's cut. Okay, back on dry land. Let's keep on following the coastline, where we pass this nice little jungle, which turns into a bamboo jungle with pandas. How cool is that? There's a little lava lake, but just let's follow this coastline a little bit more. And then in the distance, there you go, you'll see a dark oak forest. And what is that? In the distance, there's something really unique. It's a Minecraft mansion, and these things I have never seen on a coastline. This is beautiful. The entrance is right here at the ocean. It just looks amazing, and this is probably the world I want to play in. So there we go again. We hit T, type seed, copy the seed, and save this one rather than the other one, because we're going to use it later. Okay, from your Minecraft panel, go to File Manager, scroll down, Server Properties, and somewhere along the top should be a line called Level Seed. If you don't have it there, it means your server is just too new and I didn't put it in yet. You add a line so you can put this whole command in. If you already have Level Seed, this is where you paste your seed number. Hit Save, go back one level, select all the 3 world folders and delete. Then stop and restart your server. And now we're just going to change 2 little things on our server, for which we go to the console part and enter a couple of commands. The first one we're going to do is to turn off the fire tick. This means that if fire is in the world because of lava or lightning, usually it spreads and it can burn down whole forests and villages, and it can ruin a world, and there's enough to think about already. So that's why I do the fire tick off. Next we want to do is make this server whitelisted so that not everybody can just join. That's a simple command, it's just whitelist on. After that you just add yourself. As you can see, I'm already whitelisted because I logged in already. But you do that for all the players you want to add to the list. And then the last thing you want to do is add yourself as an admin into the game so you can fly around in creative mode, which is OP and then your name. As you can see, I already was an operator. And then there's just one more thing you need to do, which is you go to File Manager, scroll down to Server Properties, scroll down where you see Enforce Whitelist, False, set to True, or else just any random stranger can just join your server. Click Save and restart your server. The next thing we want to do is install the voice chat mod. First we go to this website, scroll down a little bit and find the paper version. Take the version for 1.18.1 and download it. Then you're also going to need the protocol lib. Click download now. Go back to Pebblehost. Go to File Manager. You go to Plugins. And here is where you install the protocol lib and the voice chat bucket files. Go to File and Upload. After that, you go back to the main panel and you click Restart. After the restart, you go to the IP section and you copy the 5 numbers that are behind the colon on your IP address. Go back to File Manager, Plugins, then the voice chat folder, voice chat server properties, and then here where it says port, you add the 5 digits that you just copied. I like to change the maximum voice distance to 90, especially when playing with inexperienced players. It means they can talk with each other over a greater distance, so that might be nice. Click Save and restart the server. Okay, let's add some functionality that's not vanilla in the game. For this we go to VanillaTweaks. Choose data packs and select what you want. These are the ones that I've selected. I like to see more recipes. This is all nice, but this one on the right is the important one if you have a server with kids. This makes sure that if any of them die, their items are kept in a grave rather than spread out all over the floor and will then despawn within 5 minutes. In this case, a player can go up to their grave, click it with an empty hand, and it will get all their items back. This one is nice if they stray from each other and they want to tell where they are. These are just some extra bits that make it slightly easier, or in this case, with the silence mobs, slightly more bearable. This is just a fun thing. You hit download with the 5-second wait. Hit skip and it's downloaded to your computer. Then you go back to the panel, go to the file manager, and in world, click data packs, and this is where you add everything that is in the unzipped file. Again, go back to your world and click restart to make sure everything is enabled. The first thing we want to do is download the Fabric installer. Click download, then you need the Fabric API. Make sure you select the 1.18.1, click download, then you go to simple voice chat. You take the Fabric version 1.80.1, and then we're going to install Optifine into Fabric as well. Optifine is a plugin that makes your computer run faster while playing Minecraft. It updates the graphics a little bit. It adds a really cool zoom that you can use in game, and many more tweaks that you can do later. But for this, we just take the most recent version for 1.80.1 as well. And then there's one more last thing we can do, which is make the game look better. On the resource packs page from VanillaTweaks, I've selected a couple of things that I really like. Different stems, brighter nether, clearer water, shorter grass, some sides of grass, some peace and quiet, and these are pretty good if you play with redstone. Glass without stripes on them, and these lower fire, lower shield ones are kind of important. Then some little 3D tweaks, rainbow experience bar, and a dark UI. And oh, a double slab fix. When you're done, click download. Wait 5 seconds. Hit skip. And then click share. Copy this link, because you will give that link to all the players on your server, so for everybody the game will look the same. Next, you go to MC Packs, you choose the file that you just downloaded, you click upload, and then you'll copy the text that comes here on the right side. Next you go to Pebblehost, File Manager, Server Properties, scroll down, find Resource Pack and replace that with the text you just got. Hit save and restart the server. And the last thing I like to download is the bread hunger bar, because I really don't like all these meaty things. When you're hungry, I prefer to have bread there. So go down and download the texture pack. The first thing that we're going to do is open up Minecraft in the correct version. Just for once. Which is the latest release. Click play. And wait for the main screen to load. And quit the game. Now, open up the Fabric installer. Okay, on a Mac you always have to give permission first. Security, privacy. Open anyway. Open. You pick the client side. Create a profile, make sure it's on 1.18.1 and click install. Done. Open Minecraft again. And it will say a fabric loader. I've got more here, ignore those. Go to installations, say new installation, call it whatever you want. Minecraft server. Pick the Fabric release for 1.18.1. And as we just saw, my Minecraft window is really small, so I'll make that bigger by default. Click create. Go back to play, and on the bottom it should say the one that we just created, Minecraft server. Click play. Of course I understand the risks. Here it should say Fabric modded version 1.18.1. Go to multiplayer, say add server, call it whatever you want to call it. I will call mine the Bamboo Mansion World. Server address is the one that you just copied from your panel of Pebblehost. Server resource packs. If you put it on enabled, it will enable the resource pack that we just put on the server. If you say disabled, it will take the resource pack from the computer, which is what we are gonna do. Click done. Perfect. Let's join the world. As you can see, we are now in the... Well, how do I get off this tree? Ooh, that's quite high. Let's see if I survive this. Ooh, that was alright. I'll land it there. Right, so this is pretty much the vanilla game. And we're in the right world. So, that's good. Let's hit escape. Disconnect, cancel, options, resource packs, open pack folder. In this packed folder, we drag the bread hunger bar and the VanillaTweaks zip file. And then, to make it easier for ourselves, I'll find the folder that it's nested in. And I'll drag the Minecraft folder into the sidebar. We've got the resource packs here. And mods is what we will do next. So we'll open the mods folder. And from there we will put in Optifine, OptiFabric, the voice chat fabric one, and the fabric API. Right, that should be it. Go back to the game and you see the VanillaTweaks and the bread hunger bar here. Click them to the right, make sure that the bread hunger bar is on top, and you can move them around like this. Say. Now, if you log into the game, you will see, oh, it's nighttime, but we have sidebar, side grass, and my hunger bar is made out of bread. Then there's, oh, I have admin rights, so let me just do this. Alright, now let's set up the voice chat. And for that, I have to restart the Minecraft game to load the mods that we had just put in that folder. Bye. Right, hit V for settings, and there you are. Enable the microphone testing. That works. Make sure you wear headphones and a little separate microphone, or else you get what just happened. You can select your microphone in here. I have the... that's why it was feedbacking. Test. See, that works better. Alright, and everything seems to be fine. Activation type voice. You can do push to talk. I prefer voice. And when there's more players, you can adjust their volumes. Right. Everything seems to be working. And you're ready to invite your friends and all play on this nice new server. Goodbye.